Okay, welcome back to the Battle of the Batemans. The Iconiq Studios figure here. Got it yesterday. Made several videos and I've deleted all of them because I've got a lot of negative things to say about this figure. Now, there's a lot of good things to say about the figure, but other people, other reviews fail to mention the negatives, and they need to be addressed. There is a lot of them. There's a lot, there's a lot of good things with this figure, but there's a lot of bad. A lot of quality control, a lot of things that should have been addressed. This figure has taken a long time to come out, and you know, it's been touted as something that's had a lot of thought, a lot of love gone into it, and there is some nice details, but there's some really basic errors as well. It's brought to you by, it's sculpted by 11, painted by Iconiq Studio, I believe. And let's just get into it. I mean, I'm not going to cover the packaging and all that sort of stuff. I just want to cover the figure. I want to show you the Dark Toys one there on the left. I'm going to show you the Vor Toys clothing set and Ray Mac there. And he's sporting the Dark Toys axe. So let's move those out of the way before we do any comparisons and just focus on what's in hand and say, well, let's cover the good things. I mean, the good things are, it comes with 2 head sculpts, both very good. Are they perfect? No, but obviously you've got this look with the you know, the Paul Allen killing, and we also, it comes with this head sculpt, which you know, seeing in other people's videos, I was really not liking it. In hand, it's a lot better. So I'll cover that in a second, but what we've got in front of us is him wearing the Ray Mac, and my biggest gripe with this is it's too small, and it all boils down to the figure itself and how the clothes have been tailored for this smaller body. Yes, it looks good. There's no argument there. It's got a very figure hugging. It's got a good silhouette, all that business. If you just want it in your cabinet, you're going to be very happy with it. So, let's say I'm trying to be fair here. Not too keen on this blood effect, so I'm going to get rid of that. I just wanted to show it on the axe. The paintwork on the axe is okay, but it's got a few little blemishes, and that's straight out of the packaging. One of the buttons has just fell off, literally just fell off the coat. So there's that. I've got gripes with the hands. Some people have said that they're too big. I don't think they're too big, I just think the body's too small. So when you have certain looks, it emphasises the hands and the head more as being, you know, disproportionate. And talking about proportions, there's the knife, and it's done very well, but it's very small, as is the nail gun. And I had to heat the hand up just to get it in to the nail gun, and it's only got 3 fingers in there, and the trigger finger is sitting on the outside. So you can see that finger should be in there. So there's that. And just to do a quick comparison, knives, there's the Dark Toys one. As you can see, okay, this one's more accurate, but this one's better scale. And again with the Dark Toys, the nail guns, this one actually fits in the hand, whereas this one is a tight squeeze. And this one feels very cheap. This one feels solid. Now, which one is more accurate to the film? Only you can decide. I prefer this one. Suitcases, again, accessories. This is the Iconiq one. This is the Dark Toys. Again, you make up your mind which one you prefer. With the phones, the same thing. There's the Iconiq. There is the Dark Toys, and you can see side by side which one's better. And I don't care who made them or who recast the items, I'm not even bothered. The CD thing is cheap. It's just a label stuck on there, and it's got a label inside. See, I'm trying not to pick off the label. It's just got a label decal of a CD. The Walkman, again, quality wise, the Dark Toys one wins. The headphones haven't even got any felt on them, they're just very basic. I haven't even tried them on the figure, to be honest. Really very disappointed in this figure. You know, the presentation, the card's bent. The instruction manual looks like somebody's just had a fit with it. Put it in very sloppily. The overcoat was just thrown in. Well, it was put inside the Mac, but it was all wrinkled up. Doesn't look great. Doesn't look too bad on the figure, to be honest, but it's too small, or it's too tight. And it all boils down to the figure itself being too small. And I understand why they went with a slim body, and they went trying to get it look the way they did, but really not enjoying this figure. It's not one that you're going to pose a lot, really. It's just static. It should have come with the 2 raincoats, or have the blood applied to this one, because if you've got the blood effect and the face blood, why is the raincoat going to be clean? You shouldn't have to modify a figure for the price, for everything that was touted. So yeah, they're my main gripes. The head sculpt here, you know, this is one of the main selling points. It is good. It is very accurate to that scene. But when you zoom in, and look at the eyes are cross-eyed. It just looks, you know, and it doesn't fit the neck very well. The other head fits better. This one, you can see there's a bit of a gap there. If I move it down, it's not so noticeable. Into the correct position. But it does feel a bit bigger compared to the Sanity sculpt. I'll put them side by side. Maybe you can judge for yourself. This one definitely appears bigger to me. Maybe it's just the hair, maybe it's the open mouth. Maybe it's just giving it that illusion. I say the things they have done right, that the suit's nice, but again, I have to compare it to the Dark Toys one. The Dark Toys is very good. The only thing that I don't like about the Dark Toys is the collar. It looks a bit big, but I can forgive that because the suit fits really nice to the body. It's just a regular body, whereas this one seems like it's on an extra slim body. and the proportions are all out. The hands and the head make it look disproportionate to me. The base is okay. It's just a lightweight base, hollow base. It's nice that they give you a base and it's got a nice finish to it, and it's got some nice detail to it, quotes from the film, etc. But I'm not, all I'm interested in is the figure and how it can be posed, how it can be used. I mean, the buttons on this, magnets on this raincoat are pretty useless. You have to have it in certain positions, otherwise they won't stay shut. The one on the neck, again, you have to really futz with it and pull things in for it to stay shut, and it just wants to pop open as soon as you move an arm or you try to spread the legs. They pop open at the bottom there. You know, everything just, it's not gelling for me. So I could show you with the overcoat on as well, but I can't really be bothered. I mean, it looks okay, but again, I think Dark Toys did it better. It's a baggier coat, which is more film accurate. It hasn't got wires in it, but it's thinner. It's definitely thinner on the coat. It looks better there. If you want to look at other people's videos, you can see how it looks with the overcoat. Let me just switch out the head sculpt. I want to be fair and point out the good points as well as the bad. I'd be very careful with the hair on here. It feels very delicate, like it's going to break off if you're too rough with it. This head seems to fit on the body a lot better. And it is a good sculpt. Is it perfect? I'd say no. Again, I'd go back to the Dark Toys, which is a recast. So if you want to support Iconiq Studios and you want to support 11 and all that, and you want to have a licensed figure, then, you know, this is the way to go. I'm not discouraging anybody to buy it. I'm just pointing out the flaws as I see it. I mean, you might say I'm being very nitpicky, but I mean, you can see there's a bit of misting that's missing there. It looks like a hole, but it's not. It's just the quality control things, the button that's fell off, smudges on the axe, minor little details, undersized accessories, you know, very lightweight phone. And I didn't, you know, I haven't, that's how it come. Comparing it to the Dark Toys one, again, these items may have been recast, but at the end of the day, all I want is nice accessories. I don't want to get into the ins and outs of who owns what and who did what and what's more accurate to the film. I just want to put that in the guy's hand, pose him up. I haven't actually used this with this figure because I'm so happy with the way it looks like that. Let me actually just try the headphones on here, see how it looks. I think they go that way around. Yeah, they fit the head pretty well, so they look good. So, yep, that's a positive. They look okay. I'll say the Walkman hasn't got the name on it due to licensing. Can't be helped. Again, I just think it's been done before better, and I'm glad that I picked this one up and wasn't discouraged by teaser pictures of this. I mean, I wanted to see it. You know, there's that FOMO, fear of missing out, curiosity. I just wanted to see if it was going to be good. And it is good. It is. I mean, let me show you the suit. Suit is tailored nice. It is a bit thicker than the Dark Toys, but it isn't overly thick. Let me put a pause in and take the raincoat off because I don't think I'll be using it. So yeah, just wanted to show you the suit without the raincoat. I think it is very nice. This is the best look, in my opinion, for this figure. I don't like the overcoat look with it. I don't like the raincoat look. I think with the body they've used, I think this suit looks good. It's just the overcoat and the raincoat I have the main issues with, and the lack of a second raincoat. I think this is pretty damn good head sculpt. As I said before, I prefer the iMini-Me recast, whatever you want to call it. And I think, if you've got any of the figures that are out there, like the Dark Toys, Present Toys, or if you've got this one coming, you'll be happy with whatever one or however many you've got. But yeah, they're the issues as I see them. You want me to show the overcoat quickly? I'll put in a quick pause and show it. Okay, I'm struggling here. I'm struggling with trying to get the figure to hold the briefcase. But there you go. That's just the coat on rough. I haven't finessed it much. Oh. I was trying to get it to hold the briefcase, but the hands are quite tough and they need a bit of manipulating or heating up to get them to do what you want. And to change out the wrist pegs is another thing that's a bit tricky. Without heating them up, you will break them. So just a word of advice. Okay, the briefcase isn't too much effort to get into the hand. Oh God, what is wrong with me? Okay. So there you go. He's got the briefcase okay. I do think they should have included a couple more sets of hand pegs because, as I said, getting these in and out of the wrist pegs in and out, you do need to heat it up with water or a hairdryer. So they give you another couple of sets of hands, plus the gloved hands, which I haven't shown. And yeah, it'd just be easier to change them out with, if the wrist pegs ain't going to come out of the hand, just leave them already attached. A couple of sets of wrist pegs, job done. Here's the gloved hands, which weren't advertised. They were like an extra, and they're done nice. And let's have a look. That's for holding the mobile phone, which it does fine. And the other hand for the briefcase. So they are quite hard to, just need a bit of heat really to make them a bit more pliable. Otherwise you're going to put too much tension on them. So I don't really know what else to say about it. I'm not going to give it a score, but you know, you make your own mind up which one is for you. You've got Present Toys, Iconiq Studios, you've got Vor Toys. There's also the Present Toys one, which I'm tempted to pick it up, but I've got way too many Batemans here now. I don't need them all. I'm just thinking which one to keep, or maybe use parts from all them to make a ultimate Bateman. Who knows? It is psychotic. End of the day. Anyway, I want to thank Kit Chen. It took about 7 or 8 days to get here. I don't want to rain on people's parade. If you've got this on the way, I'm sure you won't find as much fault with it as I have. There's a lot of good things about it. People like to nitpick and be negative all the time, and I'm guilty of that, but at the same time I think there are some genuine gripes. Another thing I would say is the magnets. I wouldn't be going just turning. I'd actually lift it up and move it into the position you want to avoid any of the paint rub on the neck. It's a good figure. That's it. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Bye bye.